So, Gigabyte Computer Corporation and I kind of have a mixed relationship. Where my problem started off with this company was, I had a couple motherboards from them, my last generation of computers, and especially, the drivers were not very good for them, but more importantly, the computer, which I spent a great deal of money to build and maintain, was supposed to be AM2 Plus compatible. Now, if anybody remembers that fiasco, AM2 to AM2 Plus was a major pain in the butt. It didn't work. A lot of manufacturers did not release BIO updates. It was a real cluster. So, when I decided to build my next gaming computer, I look for a simple case. I don't like anything too fancy. I like to keep it simple, and I ended up with a Gigabyte case. This is a Gigabyte SUMO. Very plain, very non-assuming. There's not a lot to show about it. Here's all the spare parts to it. But more importantly, I noticed my computer was running a little noisy. And a couple weeks ago, I went and I cracked it open. And I found 2 of my 3 case fans were dead. And that's a Scythe. Unfortunately, the company that made those fans, Scythe, is maybe not doing business in the country. It's hard to tell. Their U.S. affiliate went out. And I decided I had evaluate, see what's going on. So I popped the front of the case off. And this is where we've had a lot of problems. As you can see, this is the front of the case. Now, the first problem I had a while ago was the magnets that were used to hold the door closed on the case. As you can see, the glue was so cheap, they fell out. They literally fell out. Which, that's a sign of a quality product. The door of this, getting this front panel back on has always been a problem, because the upper corner here never really wanted to get in correctly. It was a weird slide job that it was very hard. Unfortunately, the last time I was working with it, trying to get the case back on, the front plastic clips finally started breaking. Spectacular. So, this required me to buy a new case, and, it's been pretty successful so far. We're going to see about talking about that in a later video. But more importantly, I posted to Gigabyte USA's Facebook to see if they would actually reply to anything I said. Of course, they didn't. So, 2 motherboards with, some driver problems and a bad case later, I'm thinking it might be time to say goodbye to buying anything from Gigabyte Corporation. Because, this is a Gigabyte SUMO. This was a $60 case new. It was supposed to be a very high quality. The door, and also, I'll go into some details here. As you can see, this is the front of the case. It's stripped out because it was replaced. The front panel of the case is where most of the design problems occurred. This case here, it's thin. I think it's aluminum or metal. I'm not sure what. But the front of this is a heavier metal, and it basically is too heavy. And they put cheap plastic clips, and this door has always been, the door here has always been kind of a troublemaker, it has a mind of its own, and the magnets fell out. Now, you say some glue, fix it, but that, for $160, this case should do everything but dress me in the morning, frankly. Long story short, I think my relationship with Gigabyte is coming to a close pretty much. I don't see myself buying any more of their products just because they're not building quality products. It is not a good company. And now many of you are asking, I know a lot of you would continue to use this case even though it is broken and will not really reattach. I'm basically going to, go through what the parts are, keep the spares. I'm sending this to recycling. I will not give a broken I will not give something I knowingly know is broken to someone else. And frankly, I'll wish this case goodbye. It was the worst part I bought on my last computer build. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to buy any more products from Gigabyte. Talk to you later.